Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to a new vlog. I am hangry. I'm so hungry right now. I feel like the hunger just has been striking lately. It comes on fast and I'm just like, I gotta get food now. So we are running some house errands right now. We just had a little meeting with some door and window people. We already had a meeting at our house. We went through like all the different doors and windows that we need and how we want them to function and everything. That went well, and then we kind of just had like a follow-up thing. They sent us a quote and we went back to pick out some, or to see some examples in person, just so we're not ordering doors that we've never seen, like styles and colors of wood and finishes and stuff. We're looking at handles for doors. This is the one I lean towards, this little like French antique. I like the tone of it more than, we're looking at kind of like this brass, but I think I like this because it looks a little more aged, and I like the ridges. So this is what I'm liking the most out of all these. So many options. Yeah, I don't know if I like this texture. It's kind of cool, the little like rope. But we picked out some finishes that they had like in person there that we could see, and then they said we can go online and look at some other options of things. They gave me this like little sample thing of different like hardware finishes, so like what the knobs or whatever would be made out of. There's just a bunch of different options. So I need to look at this. We need to get a sample of our cabinets because we're doing wood cabinets. Anyway, I'll get into all that later, but we're gonna grab some lunch really fast and then we're gonna go to the new house and I can show you guys an update when we get there. We just parked. We got Chick-fil-A. Leif had to go pee though, so he just ran into Chick-fil-A to pee. Okay, you wanna know my current Chick-fil-A order? It is grilled nuggets with fries and a lemonade. I'm just not over lemonade yet. I keep thinking I'll get sick of it, but I just don't, because I've drank so much lemonade my whole pregnancy. Also for sauces, I do honey roasted barbecue and zesty buffalo. I swear honey roasted barbecue sauce is the same as Chick-fil-A sauce. Can someone confirm? I know it's not, but like, it's very similar. It tastes really similar to me. I don't know if I've already said this, but, oh wait, is that the only fork? They only gave us one fork. And like yours is really? A salad, and mine, I don't want to eat those in my hands either. Here's yours. You know where we never go? Cane's.
Yeah, we really don't.
I feel like a lot of people love it there. We're just Chick-fil-A girlies. We're having zero interesting conversation right now because we're starving. Just scarfing this down. House update. Look at these beams. This is so exciting. It's looking so much more open. This is like the actual structure of the kitchen. They're gonna drywall this up. Welcome to our crib. So yeah, this is the living room. I need to show you guys these French doors. I got off Facebook Marketplace, but the French doors are gonna go in like this little area. Thank you. And then this is the kitchen. And this ceiling will also be vaulted. It's kind of more of like a wonky setup, but it'll look good when it's all said and done. And there's not going to be this many beams. It's going to be like drywalled with like just a few supporting aesthetic beams for aesthetic. That's not going to be there. Don't worry, it's just supporting the roof for now. This is going to be our pantry, and we're doing an arch right here. That'll be really pretty. Okay, and then here is the main bedroom. This is mine and Leif's bedroom. This is the addition that we did. So the house used to end here. You can see that. And that's the addition, and they're putting the roof on now. So they had to like take off this whole area. Look, it has some new like beams and stuff up here. Yep. We're gonna have 3 big windows in our room right here. So that'll look really good. And then this will be our closet. It's a big walk-in closet. So excited to have some more space. We're also gonna have a washer and dryer in here. I'll show you guys plans for that later, but. And then this is gonna be our bathroom. It's kind of like a long, skinny bathroom. So we're gonna have tub, shower, toilet, vanity. Yeah, this is the addition, so the roof is not completely on, but Like I said, the house used to end there, so we're getting some substantial room all across here. This is an alternate view of the living room, which I feel like gives a better picture of it. It's looking so good. Also, this big thing is going to be a skylight, which is going to let in so much more light. It's really big. Like, it's very... We have a tiny skylight in our current rental, and it already adds in so much light to our house. Like, we covered it up to see once how much light it was letting in, and this one is probably like, I don't even know, 10 times the size of that one. So I feel like it's gonna let so much light pour in. These are the doors we got off Facebook Marketplace. French doors for the den area inside. And we got them for 130 bucks for the pair, and they're so solid and actually really nice and heavy duty. But I think I'm gonna paint them. Either we're gonna stain them, like strip the wood and stain them, or paint them a color. And I'm leaning towards painting them because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of wood in our house. We're doing wood floors, we're doing, you know, there's gonna be the wood on the ceiling. Well, we're probably gonna paint that white. But some of the windows are gonna be wood. Anyway, so I'm thinking maybe we could paint these like a fun color. Stay tuned for that. Obviously could paint them white or just like a neutral, but maybe I was thinking like a green, like a pretty neutrally green color could be really fun. And obviously get new handles and hardware. I feel like I'm on a TV show right now. But yeah, these were such a good find. They were very affordable. Doors and windows are super expensive, so the fact that we found these they were listed for like 175, I think, and then Leif went to pick them up, and he didn't remember how much they were listed for, and I guess, didn't she just say like, yeah, they're 130?
Yeah, I just asked.
Like, she just gave a lower price, and we're like, okay, cool. I wasn't even there. So Keaton and Leif picked these up, but yeah, they're gonna look so good. Someone was asking on my comments, they were like, I don't understand why you just didn't buy land and like build on it.
Really?
Yeah, because of like, just because I'm like, oh, buy roof, like buy walls, and they're like, why didn't you just, like, if you're taking down the whole house, which we're not really taking down the whole house. I keep saying that, but there's
existing structure.
There's still a lot.
And to find land around here is, first of all, there's not a lot of it.
Impossible.
And second of all, the land itself is like
Millions.
$1 million minimum.
That's the reason we did not buy land. First of all, you're not going to find a plot of land in like a cute neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like,
there's nothing.
Doesn't even really exist around here. No. So you kind of just have to buy a house and then do what you want with it.
A lot of people buy homes and completely demolish it. So it's pretty much like they're buying land. Yeah. But there's houses on like every inch of land around here.
Yeah. There really is. We are doing a lot more than like we initially planned. Sorry if it's loud, just cars driving by, and there's no walls, so it doesn't really matter. But we were just talking about how, like, even with the doors and windows, we weren't going to replace all the doors and windows. Like, we were gonna keep quite a few of the existing ones. And then once we like got into it, we're like, but we kind of want like this certain style of window, and some of the windows were not up to code, like they needed to be different. So we're just doing so much more than we thought. And even with the addition, that wasn't initially something we planned on doing. I don't know, it's just like I've gotten more and more. Yeah. Our contractor's like, okay, so we're building a new house. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. It's like once you get going and you have the option to customize certain things, it's like, well, now's the time. Mm-hmm. If we're gonna replace something, like it would be now, not down the road. Right. Just easier to do it now when it's like torn apart. So yeah, we are replacing a lot. She's kicking me. She kicks me 24/7, literally. There's the house update. I'm excited. We could do a transition. This is kind of a weird spot though. We wouldn't. Ready, set. Ready, set. This is not a spot that we would do a transition though. It's like that's where the fridge is going. You can put it inside the fridge. The camera.
Right now you're in the very back of the refrigerator.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. I'm not gonna lie, I am not Doing great. Today I wanted to do a little like self-care night last night, and I was gonna film it, and I was actually really excited. I like had all my products lined up. I was like, oh, this will be nice. We'll do like a face mask. And then I had a really rough night. I like do not have the emotional capacity right now to like go into all the details, but I will maybe do that later in this vlog, or yeah, probably whatever. We'll see what happens. But basically, everything is fine as far as me, the baby, Leif. It's just our living situation that is going to have to change soon, sooner than I expected. And again, I'm just gonna go into detail later about all of that, but it was just a lot of things like hitting me at once, I guess. And so I probably could have used a self-care night, but I decided to just go to bed and not do the whole shebang. So now I'm going to do a little self-care morning, I guess, with you guys. And I'm using some Primally Pure products that I love so much. I love this brand. They have a lot of really good stuff that I'm gonna show you. It's all natural, great ingredients. My skin while I've been pregnant has actually been, like, I've had clear skin, which I am so surprised by. Same with during IVF. It shocked me because, I don't know, I just felt like I've always kind of struggled with like hormonal acne, and I figured the hormones of pregnancy might just put my skin out of whack, but it's actually been pretty clear and pretty good, so that's been a nice little bonus. But that being said, I do try and keep my skincare routine super minimal, and just like, I haven't been trying a bunch of crazy products or anything. I just keep it pretty simple. So that being said, I feel so puffy today because like I said, I had a rough night. Whenever I cry, the next day that I wake up, my face is literally so puffy. So you can do this little facial roller. This is also from Primally Pure. I have a discount code for you guys that I will put on the screen, and I'll like link some stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna do this morning. This is their plumping serum. It's very, very hydrating, and I just feel like it gives me a little life, a little glow. I'm actually gonna dampen my skin a little bit. Hold please. Okay, I just put a little bit of water to like dampen my skin a little. You can do this after cleansing. All of their products, by the way, smell like a spa. Like, they smell so good. I'm just gonna do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5 drops. And then we're just gonna pat this onto the skin. My skin gets really dry in the winter. Every winter, I like need extra hydration. This serum has a lot of oils in it that do not break me out. So that's important, because sometimes oily products, depends on the types of oils, but sometimes they do break me out. I have combination skin. I like doing this serum and then rolling out with this roller. Feels so good. You can also keep this roller in like the fridge or the freezer if you want it to be extra cold. It truly feels so good. I love rolling my face out in the morning, especially during pregnancy. I feel like there's just more like water retention and whatever it is, puffiness, than even normal. And like I said, especially after I cry, I get so puffy. And I was crying all night. Love that for me. Anyway, putting that serum on before I roll out my face just like gives it a little bit of like slip, you know what I mean? Like, it lets it glide easier, I guess. So I love that. I like to go under the eyes. It feels so good. Okay, that just hydrated my skin so much. I'm now gonna use this little plumping cream. Okay, it just melts in your hand like with heat. It smells so fresh. These really smell, I know I always say this, like you're at a spa or something, and they're very like natural. I don't even know how to explain it, but this just glides on your face like literal butter. Adds so much nourishment. Don't forget your neck. You guys can use my code, it's Jaci15. On Primally Pure's website, they have so many awesome products. They have great wellness tools, like they have multiple face rollers. They have like a facial dry brush I actually just got. I haven't used it yet. Really excited to try it. They also have this that I am obsessed with. It's their body butter, almond and vanilla. I've been putting on lotion way more than normal, and I've been putting it on my belly every night, and look how just like thick and luxurious this is. It really is just like butter. It just smells so fresh. I love anything like vanilla and almondy, so also highly recommend this. Anyway, you guys can use my code, get 15% off. Wait, there is one actually, one more product I've been obsessed with. It's this creamsicle lip balm. It literally smells like a creamsicle. And sometimes I have a lot of like lip glosses or like liquidy balms, but I kind of like that this is just like chapstick. Perfect amount of like, I don't know, it's not sticky, it's just like the perfect texture, I guess. It's made with like coconut oil, mango butter. It smells delicious. Anyway, you guys can use my code for any of their products. They're so good. They'll make your skin feel nice and glowy. They also have a face mask that, again, I was gonna use with you guys last night, and then I had a hard night, but maybe we can do that either, I don't know, soon, because it looks really, really nice. Getting some bagels. I got this heirloom tomato bagel, orange juice. Leif got a lox bagel. We just waited was it really an hour?
I think it was probably an hour.
I think it was an hour for those bagels. We got to the place. There was a long line, but we're like, oh. Well, actually, Leif, you said, I think this is gonna take an hour. And I was like, I heard it goes fast. I think it'll be fine. It took an hour to get those bagels. They were really good. They had fresh squeezed orange juice there. It was really good. But I have a nail appointment, and I had to push it back because it was taking so long. So I called them and asked if they could take me 30 minutes later. So now I gotta go to my nail appointment. My nails are grown out. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna update you guys on our current life situation. That's really fun. All right, guys, I'm home. I got my nails done. Let's ignore the laundry over here. I ran out of hangers, and my closet is like too full, so I need to purge some of my closet and free up some hangers so that I can hang stuff up. Let's talk about our current life and living situation. I feel like I've had a second to breathe and think about all of this now. Wait, by the way, I did want to show you guys my nails. I've been getting this color lately. It's very neutral and pretty. Honestly, it blends in with my skin right now because I'm pretty pale. But it's something, let me look up the color. It's like I think it's a very common color that people will get. It's a gel polish. Let me buy you a drink, but Bayou is spelled like B-A-Y-O-U. So it's O-P-I, let me buy you a drink, and I just do 3 coats of it. And these are my real nails. I've just let them grow out a little bit. So anyway, that's been my go-to nail combo for a few weeks now. I got the inspo from Maggie McDonald, if you guys follow her. She made a TikTok, and I really liked just how like neutral, and they had a bit of pink to them. So I tried it out and I really like it. Anyway, okay, so basically, as you guys know, Leif and I bought a house a little bit ago. We have been renovating it. It's not done yet. It won't be done before our baby gets here. We thought in the beginning, like when I first got pregnant, we thought that might be a possibility, but it kind of quickly, we were like, it's probably not gonna happen, and we're definitely not gonna bank on it because people always say like plan on it taking even longer than they say it will, and so we were like, okay, we're not even gonna tentatively plan on like moving in before she's born. So we have been planning to just stay in this rental that we're in, bring her home to this rental, be here, and then maybe when she's a few months old we can move into our house and we'll just like play by ear. I had let my landlord know all of this. We've been like in communication. I let her know like I will keep you updated on kind of where the house progress is. But we did buy a house and whatever. So she like knows all this, and anyway. I got a text this week that basically said she will need us out in a couple months. And it's before our house is gonna be done. And she gave me a date. Due to some like personal things that she has going on, she needs us out by this specific date. The date she gave is literally basically my due date. It's like within 3 or 4 days of when I'm due. So immediately upon getting that message, I was just like, oh my gosh, like I can't be moving the week that I'm due with my baby. Obviously, I need to have something else. Like the situation needs to be different because I can't be moving when I'm 9 months pregnant and not knowing if I'm gonna go into labor. Like that's just not ideal. But also she is giving us a couple months of heads up, and this is her house. So I understand both sides. It was just like very shocking because I wasn't expecting that at all. So I was like, I replied and was just asking if there was any way that we could extend 1 more month, because I think that within that month our house would be livable. Maybe it wouldn't be 100% finished, but I think like there would at least be like a bedroom and a bathroom done and we could live in it. And so I replied and I was just like, that's my due date basically. Is there any possible way we could extend 1 month later? If not, I told her like we probably need to move out sooner than that because I can't be moving at that time period. And she basically replied and was like, so sorry, but basically no, like she needs us out when she said she needed us out. So I was not well. That was the night that I said, I was like, what are we gonna do? Now I have to move twice. That will be when I'm even more pregnant, even more uncomfortable. Again, I can't be planning to uproot everything and move into a random spot when I don't know when I'm going into labor. All of my friends, I've already been getting kind of like the nesting urges. I think I've talked about that a little on the podcast. Like, I've been wanting to purge. Like, the reason all this is laying here too is because I was like, okay, I need to go through all this stuff and like really purge, because when we move into our new house, I want to have kind of minimal stuff that I'm bringing and not have just like a bunch of stuff I haven't been wearing or using. So anyway, I've already kind of been getting in that mode. You guys know we've been trying to clean out my office because we were going to make that little makeshift nursery, just like have a changing table in there and like a rocking chair and stuff that are going to be in her actual nursery, but we were going to put it in that room for now, just kind of like set it up semi-cute because we thought we were going to live there with her for a few months. So all of that is just like out the window. I'm like, okay, no more nursery makeshift situation. Like, basically, the whole purpose of me saying all this, the bottom line is that we're gonna move pretty soon. Like, we're probably gonna move in the next month and a half, 2 months, so that we can settle in a place. And that's the plan, at least for a second, before she comes, before I'm literally giving birth. I thought that would be better than trying to plan a move and be going into labor and not have a place to come home to. And like, it's really hard because I think, number one, this has happened to us before, and I feel like it's kind of like not a weird situation, but just it's uncommon to like get kicked out of your rental. Maybe it's not. It just has never happened to like any of my friends, and now it's happened to us twice. If you guys have been following along for a while, you know that our rental that we had in LA, we also got like kicked out of, or our landlord just decided to sell it, and she gave us like 1 month, and she was like, you gotta be out, and we were so shocked. Like, we had no idea that she was even interested in selling it. Like, she had bought it pretty recently before we had moved into it. We'd only lived there for like 2 years. Same with this place. We've lived here for like 2.5 years, and we were just not expecting this at all. And so I think obviously what makes this a lot different is the fact that I am pregnant, and we were gonna bring our baby home here, and it was nice because we're comfortable here. Obviously, we have all of our stuff. We love our neighborhood. I'm neighbors with Chelsea, so Chelsea and I have been like, oh, it'll be fun for the first few months. Like, you know, we're gonna have newborns together. We can literally walk to each other's houses. We can go on walks together. It's just like I had something in my mind, and now like that's not happening anymore. Again, I think if it was just Leif and I and Lady, that's the other thing, we have Lady, so we're looking for like a short-term rental, and ideally it would be around here because Chelsea and I still have to podcast together every week. We have to go to our new house a lot to like make decisions for stuff. Like, we're over there every single day, and so we don't want to, like, you know, we had thoughts of, do we just move back to Arizona for a few months, live with my parents or something, because it's also extremely expensive. This is just an added cost to find a short-term rental or somewhere to live for only a couple months. It happens to be peak summer months that are very sought after and in high demand where we live, so it's super expensive, really hard to find a place. I'm just wrapping my head around this situation not being what I thought it would be, which is like, again, when you are pregnant, you're in kind of this nesting mode, you're like protective, you want to have like a comfortable space, and I think now it's hard knowing like we're probably gonna move into like a furnished place with like none of my furniture. You know, I don't know if it'll have natural light, like and those things. It's like, you can have a baby anywhere. I understand, like, it doesn't have to be a perfect situation for you to bring your baby home to. I get it. It's just not what I was expecting. It's just we're gonna be taking our baby home to a random place. I don't know where yet, with random people's furniture. Like, you know, there are certain requirements that I feel like it has to have. Like, I was looking at a place, but then it didn't have like a washer and dryer in the unit, and I've heard that when you have a newborn, you have to do like laundry 20 times more than normal. And so I'm like, okay, well, we're probably gonna want a washer and dryer. A lot of places that I've seen, this is only in the past few days that I've been researching, but you know, some of the places that I've been like, oh, that's cute, that could like maybe work. It'll have like a no pet policy, and obviously we have Lady. A lot of times for things like that, I've been able to message them and just ask for an exception, because Lady is like hypoallergenic, she doesn't shed, and she's potty trained and stuff, and usually like in the past I've gotten exceptions just because that's normally why people don't want pets in their spaces if they shed and stuff like that, which I understand. She's also very tiny. So that I'm not like totally worried about, but most of the places I look at, like they don't want pets. So that's a whole thing where you have to have like a pet deposit. It's not ideal at all. And I'm so excited for our new house. Like, it truly is just the timing of it that sucks so bad, because it would be so nice to just move into our new place and like have our baby there. Like, that would be amazing. It's just the timing is not adding up like that. And so I think it just makes more sense for us to find somewhere else. And yeah, it just sucks. And it's just an added stressor, you know, to be trying to find somewhere new. I'm all about, I always say on the podcast, like, I love change. Like, I don't care. I love like moving. I love changing it up. And I really do. Like, I love new experiences. I love like living in a random, I don't know. And I think even when this happened to us a few years ago, it was different because it was just, I mean, we had ladies still, but it was just Leif and I. And it just feels like the stakes are lower. Like, I don't know. We weren't working on a house. We didn't have as many like responsibilities as far as being a parent now and having like owning a house. And so it kind of was fun in a way, even though it was so like, again, jarring in the moment. It was fun to just find a little short-term rental and like move into it and live there for a few months. And I'm trying to like have that same energy, but it does just feel different this time knowing what our situation is. I guess moving vlogs are coming sooner than we thought. This probably next week we'll be going to some different places, seeing what I don't even know if we can like tour these like short-term rentals or Airbnbs that we find. I don't know if we just have to like, I don't know, sign something and move in without even seeing it. I'm not really sure what the situation's gonna be. Now I have moving on my mind. Like, that's what I'm thinking about right now, is just prepping to move and like not accumulating any more stuff, just like if anything getting rid of stuff and figuring out, I don't know, just lots of different random details. The other added thing is like storage. Like, we have to put, because we feel like it would be better to just like move into a furnished place for a few months and then move all of our stuff into our new house, rather than move, you know, pack all of our stuff up, move into this, unpack it, put our couch, put our bed, put everything somewhere for only 3 months and then repack it all up. We feel like it would be better and smarter to pack all of our stuff up, put it in storage, and move into a furnished spot, and then take that stuff from storage and move it into our new house. Like, that makes more sense. Even though it's still moving twice, it's like, it doesn't seem as chaotic. So then you have to pay for storage. Like, it's just a thing after thing. So anyway, it could be a lot worse. I, even after giving myself like a second to breathe and think about it and research and stuff, like, I don't want to say I feel better. Well, I do. I feel a little bit better. I feel like it's gonna be okay. Like, Leif and I were just talking and we're like, we always figure it out. It's always okay. It could be a lot worse. Like, I'm healthy, Leif's healthy, the baby's healthy, and that is really what matters to us, and we're like so grateful for that. And so it's just more of an inconvenience and just, yeah, bad timing. Anyway, that's the current life update. That is, that's the unexpected thing that we're now dealing with. And I guess I'll take you guys through some moving vlogs soon, and some maybe cleaning and purging and getting rid of stuff and figuring out where we're gonna live in the meantime. And yeah, that's the sitch. I'm making a matcha. I'm gonna make it with, oh, okay. So the top is not on that fully. Okay. Oat milk. Like half parts of this coconut milk. Some maple syrup. This is what I use to sweeten my matcha. It's so good. Okay, I'm frothing this. Start with the milk and the matcha. This is looking kind of dark. Color of the matcha is very important. Let's see. That's really freaking good. Delicious. I wanted to show you guys some bikinis that I ordered for a little baby moon that Leif and I are gonna go on. I thought about canceling it just with all this moving craziness going on. We're going pretty soon, and I just feel like everything is so chaotic and hectic right now, but we had already booked everything. So we're just gonna do it. This will be kind of our last, well, that's what a baby moon is, essentially, is like your last trip together before the baby comes. I'm gonna be going, hopefully, to Delaney's bachelorette party, and Leif is gonna go to Clay's bachelor party, but those are separate trips. So I guess those will be 2 additional like traveling situations, but we won't be together. So this is kind of like our last little hoorah before we move and before the baby comes. So we want to make it happen. It's a pretty short trip and it's not too far, so we feel like we should just try and go and relax and have a little vacay before everything gets even crazier. So anyway, but I wanted to show you guys these because they're so cute, and I got them from this brand Sundia. Excuse me. My digestion is so off ever since I've been pregnant. It's like I'm constantly just like burping. And anyway, here's one of them. I love this plaid, and this color is so cute. I got 2, I guess all of these are kind of floral. This floral one, I love these colors. Another floral one. I feel like I don't really wear yellow, but this is just so springy and cute. My friend Tracy was telling me about this brand, and I love her style so much. So here are the bottoms, and the top has this little flower on it too. This is light yellow color. I might want to get like a spray tan or something before I go on this vacation. Or maybe just bring some self-tanner, but I am in my pale era. Actually, some of you guys were asking if I was wearing self-tanner on my face in like one of my recent clips or something. But the answer is no. But I have been using these like bronzing drops by Beauty Bio, and I just like I'll like prime my face with them before makeup, and it does give my face some color, which I like. And then sometimes I've been using the Salty Face Tanner. If you guys remember, I think I've shown you guys that before, but it's like comes with a little brush and you just like spray it on your face and then brush it. So sometimes I'll do that in the morning, like after I shower or something. I don't like to sleep with self-tanner on anymore. It just like the smell of it really bothers me. But anyway, yeah, sometimes I'll like self-tan my face in the morning-ish, or I'll do those bronzing drops. And that is the only thing that gives me remote color on my face during the winter. Otherwise, I'm just like so incredibly pale. I just ordered on Amazon a few organizational things. I ordered like a swimsuit organizer, actually, just like cubbies, because now that we're gonna live for basically the whole summer in like a little rental, I wanted to have my swimsuit organization right now. There's no organization. It's just all my swimsuits are in a big bin, and I'm always like trying to just find the right swimsuit. So I got one with like dividers, and it's just like a 2-pack of things that I can just like wad these swimsuits up and put them in the individual things, because I'm assuming I'll want some swimsuits this summer. So I bought that, and I also bought another jewelry like earring organizer, because the thing I have the most of is earrings, and I don't have like a big earring organizer. It's like the smallest part of my little organizational bin, and so I just ordered like bins and little containers so that I can organize those 2 things. I'm just trying to start with like one thing at a time to get things a little more organized before I like move it somewhere. So anyway, next week we'll be prepping for the baby moon, organizing more. Also, there's another previous owner update that is coming on the podcast. We've been batching, and so I'm trying to figure out when that episode is going up with that update. I think it's this week. I feel like it's pretty soon. You guys are gonna die. I can't get into it, but I told everything on the podcast. We talked about it for 20 minutes. It's insane. Why is my luck like this for home situations? Getting kicked out of the rentals, the homeowner. Like, what about Leif and I? What are we attracting that is bringing upon the weirdest of situations? I can't. Make sure you're subscribed if you don't want to miss out on anything. We've also been filming our podcast, so I'll link the What We Said YouTube channel below too. And don't forget that I have that Primarily Pure discount code as well, so you guys can check that out. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.